We're finally here, guys. Year 5. The final countdown, 12 months ago. We got some snow, though. We have a field to harvest. We have some fields to replant. I'm wanting to get both of them done today, so we're starting cultivation on one of the fields already. But we got to let this storm go so that we can harvest the canola, which isn't going to be at the best price to sell, but I think it's going to be best to sell it today based off of how long it's going to take for it to get back to a good price. And if we do things right and we have enough time, we're going to have to go into the nighttime, I believe. But this should be the last time we plant in this challenge. We're going to try to get 2 more fields planted with soybeans. Those will be ready in July, where prices aren't quite at their peak, but they're still pretty good at that point. Let's see where the best place to sell the wood chips is. Would be the farmer's market today, and I believe it goes over here. I forgot to sell these yesterday, but it's okay. It's for the best because they are better prices in January than they were in December. So we have this and a little bit more, almost another full load, I believe. Starting off with a bang financially here. I don't think we'll get to 4 million in today's episode, but the next few coming up, they're gonna be big ones. 62,000 there. Let's go get the rest. Sell a little bit of lumber while we're waiting for this snowstorm to pass, but we'll work as much as we can on that new field that we're cultivating. Let's see if it needs lime, just to remind ourselves. We're here, yeah, it looks like it's gonna need lime. And I believe when we harvest the canola down here, it's gonna need to have lime applied as well. Could have done that before cultivating, but either way, should be pretty good. All right, so yeah, the rest will fit in here, 26,000. We have a little bit of lumber left over, a lot of planks in there to sell, a lot of the goat cheese and goat milk as well. Probably need to move the goat milk from the goat enclosure so that it doesn't overpopulate over there. So we'll have to get that taken care of, but let's go sell this, see where our money's gonna sit today. This will probably be, besides these planks and wood beams here, it'll probably be the last thing we sell in today's episode, but got a lot of farm work to do. Field work. We got a lot of field work to do. Another 43,000 bucks, 3.77 million, getting real close to that $4 million mark. Just basically 1.25 to go. Now I hope when we sell all the soybeans, we hit 5 million. And we'll sell the lumber later. No reason to rush it right now. We need to get some of this field work done, and we can see they're working on cultivating up there, making pretty good time. We need to take care of the weeds in this field and the second application of fertilizer, and this is our biggest field, so we want to make sure we get it done right. Should be harvesting this in June when prices are at their peak for soybeans. Got this all configured, just cruise around, get these weeds taken care of. Looks like it is doing its thing. And then we need to put some fertilizer down as well. All done with the weeding, didn't take too long at all. And they're making pretty good time with the cultivating still. Doing the headlands at this point so we can get them on the planter momentarily. We'll have to double check seed. I think we will have to go get an order of that today. But this snowstorm should be going through about 1 o'clock. So flipping that field, it's gonna be tough. Let's get some fertilizer in the spreader, get the fertilization taken care of on the field we were just in. Drop the weeder like that. That's, it's awesome. And then later in this episode, we will be cutting the grass again, but not selling it this episode. So we might, do most of that off camera. Just a heads up there. Should be good. And away we go. Fertilizer one more time on this field. Be nice to have precision farming and not have to worry about it on soybeans. In time, it'll happen. Our weeds are taken care of. Fertilization's looking good. Keep on cruising. I think the next one of these we do, we're gonna use seasonal growth. I think it's too easy being able to game the system where we're like plant the exact thing exactly when we want to make it harvestable exactly when it's at a high price. But I did kind of want to set a bar for myself on this and have an idea of how quickly we can make money on FS25, and I think we've done that. I think we've definitely accomplished that part of the challenge. Learning moving forward. Probably do some popular later on in another challenge, not this one. Just push the limits. Haven't decided yet if I'm brave enough to do a hard economy challenge. It's just very time consuming. All right, just double checking. I think we have to do just a little bit on a turnaround here. And then I almost forgot about the lime here. So we're gonna have to go buy some lime for these 2 fields. Ultra T series, what do we got here? That'd be kind of nice just to have. A little spot, should be about right there. I see it. And we are all fertilized. Time to get some lime going on the field next to us, just as they finish their task. Now, if we could just get the snow to go. Let's see, I wanted to see if it shows up at the 1 o'clock hour. It does not. It does show up at 12 o'clock. So we'll be looking at another hour or so of snow, and then we'll be able to run into things and get going. So let's put what we can in here of lime. We have, let's see here. That's almost a full one. Okay, so we have about 3,700, which isn't going to be enough. All right, this is where it crashed on me last time. We're going to buy 10,000 liters worth. 98% full. I think that will be good for at least one field. We might have to get a little bit more for that second one, but they're not the biggest fields, so it might be okay. We'll hand this over to a worker, and then I will move the John Deere to get prepped for the next one. So they'll get going with the liming. We can get this put away. And I think what I'll do, we still have an hour and a half till the snow goes away. Maybe I'll set this up on the planter so it can get started planting once the lime's done. And we'll see how our seed is at that point. Yeah, we got enough, I think, at least for the first field. And this should allow us to take over here. Now that we got everything prepped, but I didn't back up very good at all. All right. Away we... Oh, I see why. Okay, so close that. Stop it. Gotta disconnect, right? Because it has the width of the fertilizer right now, spreader. So let's do that. Reconnect. Yeah, I'm glad I grabbed this, because otherwise we would have been doing a lot more passes. Well, we're gonna need to do a lot more passes without steering assist, which is completely fine. I'm just a lazy man using the features because they're beautiful. All right, away we go. We'll get this done. All done with the lime. Still got a little bit of time to kill. I'm thinking through this, and I'm kind of wondering. Let's look at the calendar real quick. Oh, not the calendar, the prices. I wanted to look at sorghum. It is January, so it'd be a whole year. So if we got those done by July, that is the lowest. I still think the price of soybeans would be better in July. All right. Just wanted to double check that because I was kind of second guessing. You know, are we going to be ready in July? I don't know. So, but these fields like in front of us, like the one to the left will be ready the first, and we can put something like sorghum in there. But we'll probably look for crops that are peaking in December for the next time we plant, because I'm starting to second guess if we'll be able to get this done by June. I was kind of basing my decisions off of that, and I don't think that's going to be quite the case. All right, let's put that down for now. Get this reconfigured and start prepping for this harvest. Oh, we can get this started though. Yes, this can get started. And then I'm gonna let a worker just handle this job, and we're gonna focus on the harvest once we can. And we're gonna do one more repair here, $7,000. They didn't start over there. So strange. I don't understand why it does that sometimes. I'm just gonna put it like in the middle of the field. Or maybe does this not have enough power for this? And we're just not getting a warning? Let's look at the, is that the case? 190 horsepower, okay. 170, yeah, so it should be fine. I don't understand why, so let's, okay. Guys, oh, it's hosed. It's, oh no. How much do I have to redo now? Oh, that's like ideal. Look at this. That's not bad. That's not bad. Good save spot. All right, let's see if, oh man. Okay. I'm just gonna try to do it this way. Generate a course. So I don't think you want to generate a course when you already have them assigned to a helper. It seems to be what the issue I just ran into was. But there they go, getting started. We'll go do the same song and dance we just did, and I think at this point, I do want to try to get just time moving so we can get started on that harvest. Detach while folded. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. What the heck? Oh my. What is Escape doing today? The Glitch King, man. Can we even squeeze in here? All right, let's do this. If I just do something here, that won't do it. Customize. We're gonna lose what's in there, aren't we? Now let's customize it again and get that back to the way it was. Boy, oh boy. Small, we want big. Yep, like that. Customize. And then while we're in here, we'll customize this as well and hope we don't crash again. All right, now we're where we were. Now we are where we were. Okay. All right, I want to test something out here. We're gonna risk it. I want to see what it says here while the forecast says it's not raining, but the game, it's still, or not snowing, but it still shows snow coming down. Is it gonna give us the yield warning? I don't see it. It might be still giving us a decreased yield and not telling us though. But we're gonna get going on this. I feel like it's time. And early on here, I want to see, yeah, okay. As expected, we will need to do lime on this field as well. Yeah, those of you wondering where the Riverbend Springs roleplay is, I wanted to focus on finishing this. I think for a little bit at least, I'm gonna start focusing on a single series at a time. I feel like that's the best thing for me right now I want to get this one done, take a break from it, finish the Riverbend Springs Season 2, and then at that point, we're probably going to start Cattle Ranch Township. And while we're waiting for our awesome grain cart driver, I'm going to check on this and see how we're looking. Seed's not going by very fast, so I think we might have enough product to do both fields. That's good. Are they doing this with no headlands? That's outstanding. We're going to do the grain cart work ourselves. I think I'm just going to do both myself. I think that'll be the quickest way to get this done right now. I was hoping to race the planter, but they're doing a pretty good job. Let's gamify it, make it a game, like inside the game. Let's go. That looks pretty good. I was going to adjust the course, but it looks pretty good as is. So we're going to go to the far end and do the longer ups and downs first, I believe. Because it makes a lot more sense in my brain to do it that way. But it's been a minute since we've done a time lapse, so I think we will go ahead and do one here. Where are we starting? Right here? Yeah. All right, here we go. As you probably noticed, we did set up auto drive again. I think it is still quicker than me having to constantly stop, even though we do stop, but moving the cart myself, I don't know. I've said multiple times I need to look for updates on these things, and I just haven't yet. And again, we're using something that's not on Mod Hub yet. Might not be 100% ready for public use. There's still some bugs, I would assume. The modder's amazing that does this. Auto drive is ridiculously good. Advanced modding right there, man. Some good stuff. This looked like a good shot here. You got the tractor in the background, planting. Got our grain cart operator coming up here. Oh, gonna do the wiggles though. Looks like we're gonna fill them up. I guess I have the configuration a little bit off because they should have gone and unloaded, but they will now, as long as they don't fight with us. Perfect. All right, let's get it done. They finished their job, so they beat us. That's okay. That's okay. It was fun. And all done here. Let's go ahead and open that, shut it off, get them to come unload us, and we're done with this harvest. Actually, I'm just gonna unload this myself. All right, it's time to get the lime put down here. I don't think we'll have enough, so we'll have to probably buy more, but I definitely wanted to go ahead and find out first. Turns out we had plenty, 1,200 left over. Beautiful thing. Now, can we get this done in time? Let's go ahead, grab the cultivator. Okay, now this thing's acting fine. Okay, whew, I was a little worried. We do need to clean our equipment. We'll do that in February. We'll have a little bit of downtime in February. But we're gonna set up a course here. I'm gonna do just ups and downs, and then we're gonna follow it with the planter. We are gonna do course play. And then I want no headlands. And I want to generate course, and then have them get going. We'll shut this off. Whoops. Let's get it out of the way, though. Busy January. Get this topped off with seed and fertilizer. And hopefully we have enough. What is going on today? Not sure how I feel about this. We're going this way? All right. Probably going to catch up, but I think that'll be okay. We'll just cruise behind them. I feel like this is the best way to get it done. And that spot's not going to get planted, but we'll get some fertilizer on it. Yeah. Into the night we go. Maybe we do the opposite here. We're going to let them get going. We're going to take over. I am going to do the same route they're doing, though. Just because it's already been established. I don't think it's the most efficient thing in the world at all. Especially with me driving. But I think if I do the cultivator, get the cultivation done, and then I can switch over and finish planting, that would be the best course of action. All done cultivating. It's getting late. Should be able to get this planted, and I think we probably, like, while we're waiting for them to finish planting, can sneak in getting the weeds done on the field behind us. So we'll do that next and try not to demolish our soybeans. And away we go. Should be able to bust this out real quick. There's another spot we didn't plant, but I'm not stressing about it anymore. We're just kind of coasting at this point, trying to just do the same things we've been doing, bring in money. 1.25 to go. We got it in the bag, guys. We've got to finish the job, because that's something that I've struggled with, is getting, losing motivation towards the end of things, and we've got to finish it. Can't do what we did with the Maze Challenge. And just kind of thinking through the next few things to do on this series. I think I'm going to do February off camera. It'll be a little bit of fertilizer, some weeds, and the grass fields. And we'll pick up next episode in March. And I think it'll be fine. We're not missing out too much on, this is year 5 of cutting silage every 3 months and making silage every 3 months. So I think that'll be okay. I don't think you guys will miss too much. Got the cultivation done and that weeding. While we're waiting for the John Deere to finish planting, we're gonna sell some of the buffalo milk, or all the buffalo milk, and they just got done. Perfect timing, though. And then we're gonna sell the goat milk and probably the lumber that we have, even though it's late at night. Prices are really good right now for buffalo milk. So we're gonna get that done, and then that'll probably be it for January. Let's go see how much money we get from this. Should be about 50 grand. Okay, let's drop this off. Big money, come on. Oh, we hit the 3.8 million mark. That's nice to see. I don't think we'll quite get to 4 million today, but we'll get super close. Let's go get all the goat milk we have and the rest of that lumber and see where we're sitting at the end of January. 11 months to go. And I think we'll do it in 2 trips. We'll do these first and then come back and get the goat stuff. I thought there was money missing, guys. And I found it. To the warehouse we go. Drive by selling, another 60 grand. I don't think we have $120,000 worth of goat products, but we might actually. Okay, heading in with 7,400 liters of goat milk and 9,000 goat milk bottled. All right, here we are. Oh, okay. Look at that. We hit the 4 million mark. I am impressed. $4 million. We got 1 million to go. 11 months. Let's see how quick we can do this. We are super close. We are getting there. The price for tipping the tractor, the price for goat products and buffalo products are still pretty good here in March. So we're going to get those sold. You can see in front of us, we have all of our silage from February pre-populated over here to make it a little easier later on in the month for us to sell it. There's absolutely nothing to do on the farm today, so we are going to start off by making some cash, probably speeding up some time and getting it to the point where we can do some field work. But there's $65,000 from some lumber. Let's see what the goats products bring in before we go pick up the buffalo milk. And another 100,000 hit there. So we are at $4.1 million, less than $900,000 to go, and we're just in March. Let's go get that buffalo milk, get it sold, and then get it to the point where the silage is ready. Not a ton, but this is gonna be a decent dollar. It'll be close to 15,000, I believe. And again, everything will help, but this is the best price that buffalo milk's gonna be at between now and the end of 5 years. So we might as well get it sold now. Drive over the mountain here and we'll get over there and then we'll check the silage prices, but it's gotta be about 1,500. That's when we finished silage in February before we can sell it. We could check on some of them though if prices are good and see about those ones that are closer. If they've already became silage by about 10 o'clock, then we should be all right. But last I checked, silage should be a pretty good price this month, so we won't have any reason not to sell it. And that's gonna get us dangerously close to 4.5 million. I do know that this one was the first one I dropped off right here. We're at 93%, 94% with some of those, and 88, 82, and 75. So we got some time to kill, and we'll be doing that pretty instantly though. Let's go ahead and drop this off, and then I'll be just doing a one over on all the products that we have and the prices and see if there's anything else that is at good enough prices for us to sell. Yeah, 16,000 there. So far, I know we didn't go crazy with the amount of water buffalo that we purchased. So far, they feel like a misleading cash cow. Haha. Pun intended. And just to save a little bit of cash while we simulate, yeah, materials are missing. So let's go ahead and hop in here and deactivate everything we need in here. And canola's prices they're good enough. They're not as high as they could be, but I don't have the patience to wait till November to sell this. I want the money now. All right, another $45,000. I think it's time to make it a little bit later in the day. And the grass is all turned. We're gonna start selling that next. Kind of interested to see how close we're gonna get with just this, but we got some time. Before we do this, let's take a look so you can see why we're kind of moving through time so fast here. Should have showed this earlier, but we're okay. The growth stages are they're a ways away right now. They were soybeans, and we knew it was gonna take a while for the soybeans to grow. But we're about, oh, we tipped. And you know, the only other thing to really work on is the grass field, and that would be in May. So we'll see when we get to May in today's episode if one of the fields is ready. I'm not sure it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be June and July when we get to harvest those, but I could be misremembering. Let's go ahead and grab a full load here before we start selling. All right, this makes it a lot quicker. Let's see how much it is per load today. There's 46,000. We've got 3 full loads left and a partial load. You can do the math already, but I'll keep you updated. Another 45,000, 4.2. We're at 4.2. We'll definitely get to 4.4, I believe. And we're sitting at 4.325. Last full load here. This will get us close. It'll get us close to 4.4, but not quite there yet. Yeah, we need 30. We need 29 about 1,000 on this last. I don't think we're going to quite get to 4.4. But we're moving along. We are chugging. And the last bit here. All right, so we did hit 4.4, just over it. Gonna check on all the feed for the animals. I think they're pretty good because I did give the cattle or the buffalo a ton of food overnight, and the sheep have enough as well. Double check lumber, but I think we're good to move forward. So dirty and mossy. We are all the way in the month of May. I have gone ahead and started a soybean harvest. We're starting to cut the grass again as well. We're going to pick up the grain cart right now so we can go help unload the harvester as it harvests some of the soybeans. And yeah, it's gonna be this field here that we're on in May, and then June we'll have one field, and July we'll have 2 fields. So we kind of planned that out right. And I don't think at this point I'm gonna replant them. I think we're gonna power through and we're gonna get to $5 million. But we do need to reconfigure this so that it can work with the grain cart. Rocking and rolling. Looking forward to this last time cutting this silage. Wow, I don't know if I've seen it like this. It's like there's a fire or something back there. Insane. That's some fog. Oh, I don't like how far they've gotten around the headlands already and not needed to unload. But that's all right. Soybeans are worth a lot. They're worth a lot of moolah. All right, let's get them unloaded. And we'll start cranking this out and get to the point where we can make some more money here. I think it might be today, guys. This isn't a tiny field either. I guess that was the first headland. I thought they were on the second one, so I feel a little bit better about the quantity that we got there. Grass is going good, almost done with this second headland, or they're just starting it. I think. Yeah, you're gonna run cart, and we're gonna get going on. Let's move one of these grass bales just because I saw that, but we're gonna get going on baling right away. Because that's like an hour and 15-minute process in general, if not more. All right, you do good work. We got other things to do. Well, we're jumping all the way forward to June here. We have some rain in the forecast. Let's take a look at that. That's going to be at 1400. So let's go ahead and get this operation going. The harvester is on its way, starting its process there. We're going to get this tractor set up to do the grain cart work. And I believe we should just be able to set this to 1. Yeah, it's 1. I don't know where they're going though. So the harvest is on its way, and we're going to check the price of planks next, because that's the first thing we're probably going to want to sell today. Yeah, it's the peak keeps moving. The peak keeps moving. Let's grab the case. We're gonna go get all the planks. We're gonna see how close that's gonna get us to $5 million. 1500 is the time frame we're looking at to sell the silage. I believe between the planks, silage, and soybeans will be well above $5 million today. We have to remember we put some of them there. Let's pick up all these planks. I think we're gonna have to do more than one trip. You can see we've let all the lumber pile up as well. Wanted to make a ton of money this June. Sorry, excuse me. So 53,000 planks. Let's make some money. This should be well over $200,000. There's all the silage, looking good. $222,000. We're sitting at 4.6 million. Silage alone will not be enough. We got the soybeans going. We're gonna head back and get the rest of the lumber, see where that puts us, because it's good to sell today as well. 8,000 of each should bring in a pretty good payday as well at the warehouse. And that's another $120,000. We're at 4.7. I think the silage is enough at this point, but we're gonna keep going. Let's head in, let's check on what's happening with the harvester. Looks like it says it needs unloaded. And I don't think we've set this up right for auto drive. Let's go figure that out right now. Oh, because we didn't update this. So now it's going to be able to call them, and it shows 45 minutes left on that harvest. Oh boy, that means we're about 45 minutes away from being 5 millionaires. A millionaire times 5. How do you say that? All right, and I think we're going to go ahead and enjoy this harvest ourselves. It's going to be the last time for a while on this map for sure. We're 93 hours into this playthrough, and what is this guy think he's doing? I think we have secured enough soybeans. We're gonna finish this field though, and then start getting them sold. Where's my driver? Ah, going that way. Hope y'all didn't get dizzy with that. And all done, just waiting for them to unload us. Exciting times. Last harvest for now. I don't know if I'm more impressed that we did this by June of year 4 or in under 100 hours gameplay. Pretty cool. So let's get to that 5 million mark. We got the grain cart already here. Should be, I think, 3 loads that we'll be doing. And boy, I don't know if load 2 might be the magic one. Let's get there. All right, so this number here will tell us how quickly we're gonna get to 5 million. Let's see what we get from one load. $135,000. Could do some quick math there. Let's go get load 2. So as we're driving back here, when I finished year 1, I started calculating the math on how quickly or how close we were to hitting that $5 million mark if we just kept the grass field and didn't expand. And I quickly saw that we would have got to probably about 3.8, I think is what my calculation was. So that's why we expanded. And it definitely kicked us well above the $5 million mark. If we would have finished this year through, I do think we would have probably got close-ish to 7, maybe 6.5 million. I'm not finishing the year. I'm just going to tell you guys that right now. Not right now, at least. We'll get back to this playthrough after a nice break, but this isn't the last episode before that break either. And here we go. We are victorious. $5 million. 5 million. I don't even know what to say right now. So we have all this silage to sell, but we've done it. We've done it. We could sell the silage. We could sell the rest of the soybeans. That's not what this challenge was about. This challenge was about $5 million in 5 years. We've got it done. There is one thing left to do. We're not going to do it in this episode. We got to build a ranch. We got to spend our money. Thanks for hanging out in the 5 and 5 challenge. I'll see you next time for the actual finale of the 5 and 5 challenge. I'm Socks Way Up. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate every single one of you. And if you're still here, hit that like and subscribe button. I'll catch you on the next one.